And the unmistakable greeting to Las Vegas, just a stone's throw away. And welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. This is a huge game. The winner tonight will represent the West in the final. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Let's see the stat sheet here for Kenrich Williams.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's D in at the 2. And we're here in the Western Conference semifinals of the NBA Cup. The excitement has been building to this do-or-die moment.
Yeah, even though this game counts toward their regular season records, they're not thinking about that. Each team just wants to get to the championship and show that they are the best in the West.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
It remains Los Angeles ball.
Here's D. And here's Doncic outside. And no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Vanderbilt. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Left side, Vanderbilt. James outside. Lets it fly. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3-shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. Dort for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Lets the 3 fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Williams on the money from 12 feet away.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Here's D. Dort defending. Kicks it to Doncic. Left side, Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's D. Fires in the triple. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Warriors was tremendous. He scored 28 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He stepped up his game tonight, and you can tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
The shot by Dort, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's D. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Holmgren. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Hayes. Connect comes in for Vanderbilt. And Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Dort. Now here's Wiggins. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. No problems knocking that one down.
How about the quick trigger from Caruso? Love the assertive approach there.
Pass to Connect. Here's James. Hounded by Wiggins. To the left wing. Hachimura, the pass to D. Off target from outside.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Caruso with it. Hartenstein with it. Wiggins outside. Now Caruso. Back to Wiggins. For 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
That's how you beat the clock. Oh, taking this arena's breath away. That's a crazy shot at the buzzer. Oh, my.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup championship game. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Joe in at the 2 spot. Now here's Holmgren. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Reeves. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Thunder. This game following their win against the Rockets.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Pass to D. The 3 is up. The Thunder with the rebound. Down low. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by Wiggins.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Joe. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
Caruso has been leading the charge for the Thunder, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
42. And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from. They're measuring up the shot.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar,
And time for a look here at how the West is shaped. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter.
And welcome back. We're set for the second half, the 2024 NBA Cup semifinals. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then there's Hayes, then it's Luka Doncic, and it's D in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside for Dort, to the middle. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Doncic. Lakers trail by 8. James outside. Here's D. He's got 9. No good on the 3.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Williams against James. Williams in the post. Some solid defense from James.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. D can't get it to go. Thunder leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. He's defended by Hayes. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Here's D. Dort defending. Here's D. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. D's got 11.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hachimura's checked in for Hayes. Connect comes in for Vanderbilt. And Milton subbed in for Doncic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's D. 11 points in the game. Pass to James. Here comes, wow! LeBron making some noise.
Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dort outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, tightly guarded. Outside, Williams. They set the pick. And Williams punches it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Takes the three. D can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Up top, Holmgren. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Pass to D. Lets it go. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Williams. And the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
Energy out there, MP. You're up.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. James passes to D. Lets it go from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Taking a look at the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Lakers trail by 12. James deciding where to go with it. Here's D. Pulls it from the corner. And he nails the jumper.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. And we see him do this time and time again.
Pass to James. Here's D. James passes to D. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. There, LeBron for 3.
look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Doncic on the wing. Dort defending. Vanderbilt, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. D. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. D's got 9 points here in the second half. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's D. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Dort against Doncic. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Shot's good by James.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Luka Doncic. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Twelve seconds left in the fourth. D can't get it to go. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they have had so far.
And bravo to both teams for making it this far into the tournament. But only one team can be the best in the West and get to play in that championship game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. Hey, it's just one loss. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Mentioned the 11 assists. You rarely see that happen in big college scoring games.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
Live, bro. I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep going, bro.
Man, that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
What I just tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, we on that type of time. It's a bet. Let's do it.
All right, let's do
play.
it.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. And for the Lakers, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic's out there with D. And it's Hayes in at the center position. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do. And then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
Here's Simons. Finished off the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's D. No good on the 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, I briefly spoke with the Lakers head coach. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever, able to do things most others can't.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Doncic finds James. Here's D. Lets it go from the wing. Portland grabs the miss. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Now Simons. After the missed three from D, here's Sharp. The rebound by James.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Here's D. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Robert Williams is checked in for Avdia. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they have been very competitive. Maybe a little up and down, but it looked like they were figuring things out. They need to recapture that energy.
And it's Simons missing. The Lakers trail. LeBron outside. Over to the wing. Here's D. A miss that time would have put him up.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to be Simons shooting. It's on Luka Doncic. In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. Now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. For the 3, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from D.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Fires from 14, and that's off the glass and in. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night. Lakers trail by 3. Back to Vanderbilt. The 3. And it's D missing.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Cavaliers really stepped up and delivered. He contributed 11 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team spacing. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And it's Sharp missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And that one's good. D.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Bob Williams is out there with Klingon. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then there's Grant, and it's Henderson in at the point guard position. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, the Blazers with the draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. D passes to James. Connect with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Yeah, another turnover there, but guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Goodwin's checked in for lunch. Lineup change here for the Lakers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Sharp on the wing. Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Avdia. Left side, Simons. Shakes him. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Reeves outside. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Hachimura the screen. And it's D missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
They get the rebound. Avdia gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
D trains it from beyond the arc. D's got 15 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Simons from outside. Milton grabs the board. Fires from way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers out in front, leading by just 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
This game won't stay close. They continue to shoot under 40%. Move the ball, man. Create high-quality looks.
They also missed some shots they normally make, so there's that.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance by D.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. D out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Yes. Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, DA. Thank you so much. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Simons against Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Simons, the pass to Sharp. And it's good off the back rim and in. Sharp's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Here's D. Hits the three-point bomb.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. To the wing right side. Here's Ayton. No good with the triple. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. Here's D. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. For Portland, Javier checked in for Robert Williams. Sharp comes in for Scoot Henderson. And Simons in for Gabe Vincent. Lakers trail by 9. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the power forward. Avdia, the pass to Simons. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Good. 20 points for D.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Portland moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Simon. The Lakers with the rebound. D passes to Doncic. Hachimura setting the pick for Goodwin. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Portland.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Doncic. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Doncic dishes to Hayes. Here's D, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Shaedon Sharp picks one up.
At the line for the Lakers, number 0.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. So he gets them both. .109 left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose and stolen by LeBron. Over in the corner, Doncic. A 3-pointer off the mark. Doncic has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Ayton a screen on Doncic. The shot's good from Simons.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Out to Doncic. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And here's Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Tries it from 9. That one off the back iron and out.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Every dance team on the planet, your Laker girl. Let's go.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's the first. That will put them up by 2.
Shooting for
and so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 5. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
So the Trailblazers win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Okay. You got me on that one, but, yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Nah, man. Ain't no handouts. Maybe next time, though, man.
All right, don't worry. I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day. You guys look tired out there.